That nostalgic jingle. Those names! Is this what I think it is?
Yes, Pete.
Yes! It is! Sonic is good again! After, I don't know, 5 years.
1, 2, 3, Knuckles and Mania.
But what about CD?
Screw CD. This is by the other team.
Oh,
Which is kind of ironic because I think the devs behind this actually cite CD as a pretty big source of influence for it. But yeah, finally, after quite a bit of alluding to, we're getting on Sonic Mania.
At long last. The game we've been waiting for ever since that shit-tasticular 25th anniversary stream.
Oh, this animation is beautiful. Please frickin' make a Mega Drive 3.
You know that's never gonna happen, Logan, as much as I'd love it to.
But yeah, it's actually funny that Logan mentioned that. Yeah, the same person that did the animation for this is actually the same artist that did the illustrations for those short-lived... Ooh. Yeah, those...
Oh dear.
What's this? Whoa!
Be free, my birds!
Matt,
Yeah?
what is your favorite Sonic character of these three?
Either Knuckles or Sonic.
Ooh, I like Knuckles. Knuckles is my favorite.
Knuckles and Knuckles, my favorite. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, yes, it's time. We are finally doing Sonic Mania. And the version I'm using is the oh-so-dreaded PC version, though I will be giving additional kudos to the Switch version at specific intervals.
Okay.
Does anybody notice that the island is shaped like Sonic's head?
I didn't notice that, actually. Huh.
Oh,
Is there-
well, I noticed that as early as, like, the first trailer.
Mania! What's Mania
It
mode?
really is Mania. Yes, the main mode of the game, Mania mode. It's pretty much your classic Sonic, along with Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles here. Unfortunately, you cannot have... Knuckles is pretty much going solo, unless you unlock a specific mode, but we'll get to that another time.
Aw, Tails is wearing his old getup from OVA.
Yeah, so here's our story. We come back to Angel Island from Sonic the Hedgehog 3. But wait, there's a bunch of egg robos here, stationed in a specific spot. By the way, why is Angel Island on the seashore again?
I wonder what they
I think
found.
it'd be able to, like, I think it should be flown above.
Ooh!
Classic
What
sound
the
effect.
heck?
Like, whoa!
A time stone? No, it's actually... it's a new type of gem that flings Sonic and Tails all across time and space. Right back to probably one of the most overused tropes in the series.
Green Hill Zone.
That stone, called the Phantom Ruby, has turned those egg robos into Super Egg Robos.
Meanwhile, Sonic and Tails like, just another Thursday.
Ooh!
Yawn.
Oh, real quick, the drop dash.
Oh yeah, what's that, James?
The drop dash is a new ability that Sonic has that pretty much replaces the Insta Shield from Sonic 3 and the Super Peel Out from Sonic CD. With it, when you jump and hold down the jump button again, you can do a little short burst of speed, which is best used for speed running, but that's about it.
Thanks, Tails.
Shield?
So it looks like I think this is almost the exact same layout as the original Green Hill Zone.
Mostly.
At least Act 1.
Except for this.
Whoa, bubble bounce.
Yep, they brought back the elemental shields from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and I will admit, they're awesome, but they're kind of hard to find.
Yeah, they are. What was that box
Now
there?
this may be familiar if you played Act 2 of Green Hill Zone. They pretty much spliced the two acts together.
So wait, are there still 2 acts to each zone, or are they...
Yes, there are. Ooh, look
That's
at that
a-
ring, it's all polygonal. Let's go inside and see what happens. Oh shit, we've become polygonal!
Oh no, it's Sonic R Runaway. Anyway, these are the new special stages, and they're the best ones, not gonna lie.
This reminds me a lot of Sonic... This is like Sonic CD meets Sonic 3 meets Sonic... It's like all the special zones together.
The model they're using is from Sonic R.
Actually, it's a model that they made themselves, though they did fashion it a lot like the Saturn-based Sonic model.
Catch up with that frickin' UFO.
So yeah, the blue spheres are pretty much a means to increase the amount of speed that you have. The more that you collect, the more Mach speed you get, and once you reach full power, well, that's about it. You can pretty much collect the additional blue spheres you want, but that's just for bonus points. What you want is that good old Chaos Emerald that UFO from Sonic CD is carrying.
Also, the rings increase your time.
Oh,
However, the blue spheres are infinite.
Okay.
The rings are not.
The rings are finite.
Okay, so you have to pace it out, and that's cool, ring frame. But okay, so yeah, we got our first Chaos Emerald of 7.
Yep, and spoiler warnings, I'm getting all 7 Chaos Emeralds by part 2.
You better. Oh wait, what the heck was that?
Yeah.
This
Now
is our
what's this?
other bonus stage.
Yep, the blue spheres.
I hate these.
So what's the point of clearing these ones?
Clearing the blue sphere stages unlock medals, which can be used to get you some pretty neat extras.
Okay.
Not the least of which are Sonic Soul powers from 3 and CD specifically, a debug mode, and probably the biggest highlight of them all, the and Knuckles mode.
And Knuckles. So you're
just
telling
gonna-
me. Oh jeez. So you're telling me I can have Knuckles and Knuckles.
Yes, you can have Knuckles and Knuckles.
Do they have a justification for that?
Because
No, not really.
Because memes, I guess.
By the way, the memes have been real ever since Sonic X.
True.
Kind of.
Yeah, you
And also,
showed us
just to
that
go back
earlier.
to...
Yeah,
And then they became even realer since Sonic Boom.
True. That's
And also, just
true.
to go back to what Matt said, I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was alone in that. I honestly think Blue Sphere is kind of the most overrated of the special stages in the series.
This always disoriented me.
Yeah, no, I don't like these.
Also, are we getting faster?
Yeah, we're getting faster, and honestly, I'm pretty much the odd duck of them all. I still think the half pipe is worse.
We did it. I just hate the half pipe when we're making turns.
Yeah, you get a silver medal if you collect all the blue spheres, but if you get all the blue spheres and the rings, you get a gold medal.
Gold medals are basically just bragging rights.
Oh, okay, so it's...
Oh, god damn it, the dreaded Wrecking Ball is back! It's got a brother!
There
That
is
was oh crap.
there is a reason for getting the gold medals, but I can't remember what it was.
I don't remember if they really gave you anything, really.
Got through Act 1.
It does give you something.
Did the sign
By the
just
way,
wink at you?
Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah, the sign just winked at us, just like good old Generations.
By the way, the sign.
See you, Tails!
You can juggle the sign.
Oh yeah. For more
Yeah,
points,
that's
I
also
think.
from Three Knuckles.
More points. Or if you time it just right, you can get a neat little bonus from them, just like in Sonic 3.
They brought back pretty much all the best parts of all the games together.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Except for Sonic 1.
Well, yeah. Honestly, this is the only thing from Sonic 1 they brought back, along with those really weird-looking fishes from the special stages.
I also like that. I also like that the way I also come on, Tails.
Hey, Tails.
Come on. Thank you.
There
Give me
you
a
go.
boost, will ya?
I also like how the acts come right after one another,
Oh,
just
no.
like in
Oh, there you
Sonic
go.
3 and Knuckles.
Yeah, this whole game is pretty much structured exactly like Sonic
Wait,
3
we can
and
already get our second Chaos Emerald.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, I'm getting all the emeralds by part 2.
Wait,
And because,
how-
again, just like with
how
Three
do- I thought
Knuckles,
you- I
the
thought-
way you get... I was about to say, just like in Three Knuckles, the way you get to the special stages is just to find the rings. And if you're really good at exploring, you can get all of them pretty quickly.
Oh yeah.
Wait, because I'm trying to figure this out. Like, okay, nice. Because I'm trying to figure this out. Like, I thought it was like something where, like you can only get this emerald in this act and this emerald in this act in Mania.
Nope.
Huh. Oh jeez.
But yeah, like I was able to find a lot of these relatively easily. So
What
yeah.
did that say?
A controller bork, which is why he moved to the left, because of the classic controller desync, or he's just a dude.
It really was the former.
Did that say infinite though?
Imminent.
Imminent. Okay.
Intimate.
Intimate. No, not intimate.
Okay. Well, anyway, actually, I should probably elaborate on a few things real quick. You may be wondering how the hell was I able to actually fly with Tails, even though that's something that you can only really do in two-player mode. Actually, that's something that they added for Sonic Mania. If you hold up while jumping in Sonic Tails mode, Tails will start flying, and you can grab onto him just like that.
Wow.
I'm kind of surprised that the waterfall stopped putting out the fire shield.
Yeah, this game brought in a lot of neat little twists from the Genesis games.
That sucked. Come on, Tails. Is there a limit to how far Tails can lift you?
Yes.
Yes.
Around the same length as you would normally when you're flying as Tails.
Okay.
So, that aside, yes, I'm using the PC version, though, well, I'll just say this right off the bat. I'm actually using a pirated version, because fuck you, Denuvo. And also, I do technically own this game legitimately. I actually got it as a gift from Adrenochrome 750. He gifted it to me a couple months prior, and I'm very appreciative of it, and I'm very sorry that you paid 20 bucks on a faulty product.
Thank you.
But you also own it on the Switch, right?
That Sega has stated numerous times that they don't really plan all the rings. Yes, on the Switch as well. I was actually going to ask that. Why did you want to primarily record on the Steam version?
Just for the added frames.
All right. Easy.
Like I said, I did record some portions of it on the Switch version, but that was primarily for convenience.
So, okay, next question. So, from what you said, you're gonna get all 7 of the freaking Chaos Emeralds by, like, the 3rd level. What point is there to play the special zones after you get all of the Chaos Emeralds, since it definitely seems...
Extra lives?
Well, much like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you, all the giant rings that you come across, once you get all 7 Chaos Emeralds, when you jump into them, they just give you an additional 50 rings, so you can transform immediately.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, you won't
one.
really be able to play these special stages after you get your last Chaos Emerald.
Still is interesting. I assume they have a 3D model for everybody, including Tails and Knuckles.
Yes,
they do.
Knuckles is hideous looking, not gonna lie.
Oh wait,
Honestly, he doesn't look nearly as hideous looking as he did in the Saturn days.
oh yeah, that's right. There's a Digino Gaming that said that. I guess at one point they even had a 3D model with classic Amy.
Oh yeah, for what was this? For what? Sonic Extreme?
I mean, they had a 3D model of her for this bonus game, I guess, at one point, to imply that perhaps at one point she was going to be a playable character.
Which is kind of a shame, because honestly, if they added her in, this could be pretty much the classic variant of Sonic Advance.
By the way, people, there's a way to cheese all of these things, and it is a brilliant way.
Really? How do you do
Yeah.
that?
If you spinball into the walls, or if you jump into the walls, you immediately bounce off instead of fly off. And if you do that, you actually gain speed.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh, hang on.
Interesting.
Eggman!
You're not supposed to be here!
Is that freaking Big Hand?
That's the Death Egg
No,
robot.
that's the Death Egg robot from Sonic 2!
I always
You're not doing a good job
mix up.
hitting him.
I always mix up Big Hand and Death Rope and Death Egg.
Ooh, little egg bombs.
Well,
What's
they
it
do have
doing
similar
here?
color scheme.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay, now it's blown up.
And he's out of here!
To quote a YouTuber, is that the Death Egg Robo in Green Hill Zone? There is no god.
And yet he has a problem with the
So-
Egg Dragoon in Green Hill Zone.
That would be interesting. But wait, why was the Death Egg just there?
You'll see.
Pretty much just to get out of the way. But alas, of course there's an obvious heinous plot abroad. Eggman is teamed up with these brand new egg robos, simply known as the Hard-Boiled Heavies, and with their power along with this Phantom Ruby, well, shit goes foobar.
Crap, where are we going now?
With our powers combined, we cause shits.
Chemical plant.
Oh,
Frickin'
what the heck was that?
I hate that stuff.
By the way, if you just stand there, he'll continuously have 1 bit drip on him.
And I think it's sad that if you looked online, I think it was on Tumblr or something. I guess even Tails had an unused idle animation where he like.
Yeah, not sure why they couldn't keep that in. But anyway, yes, I am doing both a Sonic and a Knuckles campaign.
Oh, because there's different stories.
Sort of, yeah.
Basically, all it is Knuckles gets roped into this shit.
Yeah, and
Like
spoiler alert, that's
this.
also,
Oh.
and spoiler alert, that's also the only reason that we have Angel Island here, just to justify why Knuckles is here.
Whoa,
Pretty
so
much.
So his first zone is chemical plant, or?
No, I just added that in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He technically starts at Green Hill too, but honestly, we've already seen that.
And yeah, the
I
Tails
don't
one
think
is
I read the
adorable where
Knuckles
he like
animation
fans
for
himself
that.
off.
No, they kept it in. Thankfully.
Did they keep in the Tails one where he fans himself off with his tail?
No, that was unfortunately unused.
Dang, I thought that was so cute.
Honestly, what Tails' animation is pretty much the exact same thing you just saw with the Sonic portion,
Alright.
which is kind of bland. Which is kind of boring in my honest opinion.
Oh look, the blue spheres are so... Look, people hate the blue spheres so much that they eventually became villains and will hurt you.
Isn't that that was kind of the case in Sonic 2, wasn't it?
Here comes 3D Knuckles. That's not too bad. Just some points.
I don't know, I feel like the hair is...
And the dreads look a little too
He just has a dead octopus tacked to his head.
Oh.
But
Also, that's what happened. So that's what happened to Parodius.
To who again?
Parodius is a game.
It's a Konami game.
Okay.
It's like it's basically Gradius, but with ridiculous over-the-top Japanesey things involved. Anywho, so
By the way, I want to make an observation real quick. We're technically underwater in this special stage.
oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
this is so. So I don't know if you. Oh no, dude. I don't know if we ever.
Oh no!
Was this,
Oh no!
was this a surprise to you when you learned about it, James? This 3D stuff, or like, because I didn't know if this was like a spoiler for you.
Oh no! This was a complete surprise when I learned about it.
It's so cool, just out of nowhere. But yeah, we got. Oh, okay. So it does save your emeralds between playthroughs, or did you get them all?
Actually, no, it doesn't. I pretty much just replayed all I did with Sonic, but with Knuckles.
Wow, you're addicted to this game.
Yeah, what I did for this playthrough is that I did 2 full playthroughs with both Sonic and Knuckles, and well, spliced the 2 together as I see fit.
I'd
Because
say
yeah, I'm not doing all the zones with both characters. That'd be kind of a waste of time.
right.
Yeah. Despite the fact that Knuckles does, again, to carry over from 3, Knuckles does have his own separate paths to go through. He doesn't have his own exclusive bosses, though.
No, that's actually not true, Steve. He does have a few unique bosses.
Oh yeah. Can he climb up walls like he used to?
Of course.
Yep.
Oh jeez.
He's been
the
doing
purple
it.
goop.
By the way, don't mind what I was doing here. I thought I could go down there because I believe there's a secret ring down there.
There is.
There is.
But unfortunately, those damn blocks block my path.
The
So I
purple
must
goop.
unfortunately go up.
Hurry. Ah. Okay.
Well, that was easy.
So I mean, fine. I'll say this is my favorite. This is my favorite song from Sonic 2.
It's a great song, no
That-
doubt about it.
Can I just say that all the music in this game is absolutely amazing?
Totally. Like, T-Lips really did an outstanding job on the soundtrack, and honestly, it can't be ignored.
Yeah, also just going to say, best final boss theme ever.
We'll get to that, and I don't know it yet. I will
Me
say
neither.
though that can we all agree that this was the one? This is the thing that like. This is the only thing that saved that 25th birthday surprise.
Kind of, yeah, because, I mean, we did get the teaser to Sonic Forces back then, but all we got was that snazzy-looking CG trailer. Nothing else.
And even then, people would probably debate that that's not... Uh-huh.
They actually referenced that horrible thing here.
Yeah, but we'll get to that later.
Oh, yeah, that.
The stream, but that's not until another zone. But we did it.
Yeah, let's save that for a little later.
Yeah.
And is Knuckles going to?
Let's see if he winks.
No, he smiles at you.
No, he chuckles.
Chuckles. Even though, unlike Sonic, it has been proven that he should not, but he will.
Uh-oh. I hear that siren, I immediately think metal.
I don't know what
chemistry?
that's coming from,
Whoa.
to be honest. Yeah, I
So
will
now
now
we're
just
see-
going
now
back
we're-
to...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, just going back to these little trinkets real quick, like with the goo and whatnot. This is one thing that did kind of alleviate something I had against Mania for a while, is that, just to go into that real quick, because I don't feel like I really got to say too much yet. Unlike a lot of people, I wasn't really too excited about Mania. Like, it looked like it was going to be a perfectly fine game, but there was just a couple things that were kind of bothering me, mainly the whole focus on nostalgia pandering, but thankfully it's shown in some of these returning stages that they do enough unique and experimental with it to help make it feel a little bit fresh, more fresh than it probably deserves to be.
Like the blue and green gels, I think are an incredibly clever idea.
Oh, I was gonna say, James. So it looks like the first stage is like remain as classic to the originals we can, and then second act is when we get really crazy with original stuff.
More or less,
For the
yeah.
most
Though that
part.
being said, I should probably bring this up real quick because I didn't realize it until I saw a certain review. Apparently, this whole idea of the bouncy goose technically started with Wacky Workbench and CD.
Huh.
I never really made the connection until I saw that review, but at the same time, it's actually rather spot on. Though honestly, it's not nearly as annoying here as it was there.
But just this remix I'm hearing right now, I love it.
Oh yeah, I love Act 2.
Yeah. Speaking of Wacky Workbench, did you know that it was originally going to be in the 3DS version of Generations?
Why that one and not the more obvious picks like freaking Stardust Speedway? Well, technically they did use that for the boss fight against Metal Sonic.
Did they include, they
there's that.
included a rush stage?
Just going.
Yeah, in the 3DS version.
Wait.
Right.
Behold, people, I am the only person that does not hate the 3DS version of that game. I mean, I don't think it's good, but
I don't hate it. I just think it just felt like it really did feel like a cash grab.
I will say that my personal favorite thing from that game, after watching the 8-Bit Gamer's drum cover of it, was the very underused, because the boss is over in like 10 seconds, the really awesome remixed cover of Big Arm,
Yeah,
That
that
was
was a nice
pretty good.
remix.
like that guitar solo and stuff.
And for those wondering, yes, this was pretty much the reason why I ignored that Knuckles-specific route.
Okay.
And may I just say right now, on my first playthrough, this special stage right here was hell.
How come?
Well, mainly because, well, okay, here's the obvious trick to getting it with little to no hassle. Just follow wherever the UFO's going, and you'll, well, he won't pretty much, you know, go full blazing ahead of you.
Yeah, he's taking the safe route.
Yeah, it's
So
like,
that's essentially what happened for the first couple of times I attempted this special stage. Every time, I would always go a little off the beaten path, try to collect a few more blue spheres or rings, and the fucker would pretty much be like 5 miles ahead of me.
Oh, so the idea is that you just need to stay right on its tail.
Yeah, exactly. Because this dastard does take specific routes, which are faster.
Yeah, he's taking the short route, and to get all the blue orbs, you usually have to take a scenic route.
Usually, yes. So, but yeah, with that said, as far as special stages are concerned, on your first playthrough, this one's going to be a hell of a difficulty spike. The others afterwards aren't as bad.
oop. But yeah, just to go
Almost
into...
got it!
Come on, you're almost there.
Oh,
There you go.
Got it!
But yeah,
Close
just going to
one.
that UFO real
there we
quick,
go. We got the Silver Emerald. That is an oxymoron somewhere.
Anyway, you were saying, Steve.
Does the UFO ever change speeds depending on how long you take in the special stage?
Actually, he does get a little faster when you get faster, but not by much.
so there's mild rubber banding. Oh, I was gonna say, I assume...
Mild. Very mild.
Crap. Whoa.
Oh, I
You
got
knocked
bumped into a special stage!
This is your punishment.
You will have Blue Sphere, Devil, damn it.
Dang
Oh
it.
no.
I was gonna say, I am assuming that... crap, what was I saying? I had a point here. Hang on.
Something about blue spheres.
Oh, that's right. I assume that for that special zone, it's locked to whatever order you got it in. Like, if you... The fifth ring you jump into is always going to be that one. The sixth one is always going to be that one.
Well, actually, not quite. No matter what ring you get into, you'll always go to the special stage in, well, the order you gotta get the Chaos Emeralds.
Right. That's what I mean. Like, let's say, like, you waited until, like, later in the game to go back to Green Hill Zone and go for that ring. Would it still take you to the 6th Emerald one if you needed that one next?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
You'll never go out of order when it comes to Chaos Emerald collecting, and, well, kind of wish you didn't, because honestly, Special Stage 5 feels like it should have been the last one.
This perspective has always been so disorienting. Hey, we did it!
Honestly,
Yay.
though, no matter what anybody says, I'll still take the blue spheres over the half pipe and whatever Sonic 1 was doing.
Are there any half pipes in this game?
Thankfully, no.
I'm actually surprised. I've seen the half pipes way more than the blue spheres.
They've been everywhere, and that's kind of the reason why they decided not to bring them back. But of all things to bring into this game, let's play some Mean Bean Machine with Dr. Eggman.
Main bean machine?
Yep.
AKA Puyo Puyo.
We're playing Puyo Puyo now.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
Puyo
kind of-
Puyo is the boss of Chemical Plant Zone. Now, for those thinking, oh my god, this is gonna be impossible, Eggman's actually a rather shitty player, so if you just play competently enough and not worry too much about comboing, you'll beat him eventually.
Prestes is bad. I thought this was his machine.
No, it was Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Eggman pretty much just imported it.
That's true. Sorry, you were saying hype?
I was about to say, this whole thing with Mean Bean Machine, it's a cute little callback, but it does kind of... Was someone just screaming?
I'll take care
It
of it.
might have been the game.
Okay.
If not the game, it was maybe my nieces. I'll take care of it, don't worry.
Okay. Anyway, this is a cute little callback, although it does kind of accentuate a really big problem that I think Mania does have that I'm not quite sure should be completely overlooked, in that this is clearly meant to be a celebration of Sonic, and it's fine for what it is, but if you're not familiar with the franchise in the slightest, a lot of these things are going to feel right out of nowhere. Let's be frank here, this does feel like quite a pace breaker.
A little bit, but at the same time, I don't mind it so much here because it's your basic match 3/4 puzzle game. And let's be fair, who hasn't played one of those now? Especially with the resurgence of with the smartphones. Yeah!
Nice.
I thought this was my machine!
I comboed him so hard, and yet he didn't get the blunt. He already killed himself just before it landed on him.
Da, da, da,
Such
da.
a sad fate. So, Knuckles, you're the Mean Bean champion now. What are you gonna do now?
I'm gonna do whatever I do in this stage.
I'm going to Studiopolis.
And Knuckles is now Batman.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a career in acting. Oh no.
Oh, he's going to route a vector.
You got that right. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, in the next part, we are going to start off with Studiopolis. Till next time, guys.
As well.
Bye.